So what does the 4th of July mean to you? Especially the 250.
This sounds like I'm back in like grade school. Like what the 4th of July means to me. Clearly, I was not expecting to answer this question, so I'm like having a think about it. Okay.
When you're an immigrant and you come from an immigrant family, you, I think, never really lose sight that where we come from is such a dire situation. And that's the truth of most immigrant experiences. Yeah. I love all types of onions. I love white onions. I love white onions, yellow onions, Vidalia onions, red onions, shallots. I love them raw. I love them sauteed, caramelized, in a soup, in a jam, and on a sandwich, on a steak. A mí me encanta la cebolla. Junior, do you like onions?
I mean, no one beats your love of onions, brother. I'll tell you that.
There are onion farmers who don't love it as much as
listen,
he does.
Songo de Diablo Rondongo.
That's a nursery rhyme, but I don't know.
No, it's not.
Wait, no.
That's a samba Celia Cruz.
Oh, yes.
Songo de Diablo Rondongo.
I don't remember the
Borondongo de Dios Bernabé.
Okay.
Bernabé de Dios, Puchilanga de Dios, Burundanga y le hinchan los pies.
Maybe it is a nursery rhyme.
You didn't know that, Junior? You didn't know Songo de Dios Borondongo?
It sounds familiar, but maybe it was a nursery rhyme. Like, you know.
How am I the only one that knows that song? Well, I'm not the only one that knows that song.
You didn't discover it, yeah.
Right, but here.
Yeah. Because sometimes you just know things.
Okay. And that's why I know that it's episode 395.
Yes.
Of Pero Let Me Tell You.
Look at you. Ever since we got close to 400, you're on the ball.
Then once we get to like 411,
you're going to forget again.
I'll be like,
you're going to be like, are we in 212?
What were we doing in 212?
That was so long ago. You're the one with a better memory. I can't remember, Shaq.
Sometimes I like to play Pero Let Me Tell You roulette. So I'll go in all 300 some episodes. I'll be like, which one do we get today?
Just spin the wheel.
80 some episode 80 something. What were we doing in 20? Well, we know we were doing in 2020.
Not much.
Not much.
We were looking for toilet paper.
Mira that I went to Trader Joe's during the pandemic.
Well, yeah, because there was actually parking.
There's never parking at Trader Joe's.
During the pandemic, there was more of it.
Well, yes. And then you had to wait outside. But then once you got inside, because the thing is, I feel that when I go to Trader Joe's, I feel I'm an adventure.
Oh, okay.
Because I find everything so interesting in Trader Joe's. Like, it's like, look at this artisanal pizza that they've made 10,000 of them. But it's okay. Yeah. Look at these delicious blue cheese toast, little toasted crackers. Yeah.
Those are very good. Yes.
Look at, this, jam that they don't have anywhere else.
Oh, they do have a lot of jams.
Like, I feel that everything at Trader Joe's is special. I know it's not, but I want to continue that.
I think it's also like the way that the store is set up. You do feel a little adventurous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like a mom and pop store.
It does.
Yeah.
It feels like something out of the Hamptons, but not.
I haven't been to the Hamptons.
Me neither.
You never went to the Hamptons?
No, I never went to the Hamptons. I never knew anybody who had a share. So,
did you go to Long Island?
I did go to the IKEA in Long Island once.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's so many stories of Long Island throughout the years.
Well, yes, I would hope.
Wait, what was the story of Long Island
I would
and
imagine.
Friends? Wasn't there a we can't say it.
Transvestite?
In Long Island? That's a whole thing in Friends.
Is it?
Yeah.
And you can still say transvestite. That's still a thing.
Okay.
Because transvestite is not transsexual, which now you say transgender.
Right.
Right.
No, I just want to make sure.
Yeah. No, I'm walking us through the history.
Right.
Yes.
Are you sure? Because nobody says that word anymore.
Well, nobody says that word anymore, but because most people assume that most transvestites are drag queens, but there is still that distinction between the two.
Just like nobody says onomatopoeia.
They really don't. It's because it's not spelled the way it sounds.
So how is everybody?
I think everybody's good. They're listening to us on the day before 4th of July.
They're listening on July the 3rd. So many people are off today.
Yes, they're just laying back and listening to us.
So before we talk about the festivities this weekend in the 250 of America, Junior.
We're going to give Junior, before we talk about 250, we're going to give Junior his 25.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. And Junior, hoy estás con el lindo subido. We told you.
Aquí entré con el lindo subido y me van a ver en cámara.
You have the pretty elevated.
Oh, good translation there.
All right. 1, 2,
Another incredible weekend of 5 sold-out shows of Muerto de Risa, el último show de Haberdashery. And I did not do the second show on Saturday because of the sciatica. So shout out to Gabe Bonilla, an absolute beast for filling in and being el angelito there for the show. So I just rested and recuperated the rest of the way for the rest of the weekend. But I came back for the Sunday show and a good, nice little weekend. That's it. Yeah.
Nice.
Tranquilo y tropical.
25. I thought he was saying shout out to the sciatica.
So listen.
No, never.
Is he
Screw
your,
the sciatica.
Is he your understudy?
So fun fact, he's everyone's understudy.
Okay. So fun fact, understudy is a word that I feel is used in sitcoms. That's where I learned the word
theater.
Understudy.
Yes.
Well, if you're not in
yes.
theater,
Yes.
Understudy. That, like, I would hear that. I remember when Carol Seaver was an understudy. DJ was an understudy in Full House.
Exactly. Because every sitcom had the one episode where the kid was in a play and they didn't get the main role and they were the understudy and they really wanted to be the star and they had to learn the lesson.
Right.
Yes, yeah.
Just like Seriously, I learned what a candy striper was in Que Pasa USA.
Yeah. Why would I know what that is?
A candy striper.
Sí, tú sabes.
No, abuelo. A candy striper. Do people even use that term anymore?
I don't think that's a thing anymore.
And where did that term come from?
Okay, do you want like a real explanation or do you want me to make one up like I always do?
Sure.
Because I don't have a real one, but I can make one up.
Go for it.
Well, okay, it must stem initially from the fact that they did wear a smock that was striped like a candy cane. And so they probably just kind of said, it's the candy striper. And therefore the name.
That sounds like an educated.
Yeah, it's an educated guess. Yeah.
An educated guess.
Yeah.
So
that was a quick clap.
Yeah, that clap ended very.
Just because I don't want to confirm. I don't want to confirm if he's right. But that was a good attempt.
That was an A for effort clap. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good job. Okay.
That wasn't a round of applause.
No.
That was just a parallel line.
That was.
Well, he gets the whole thing here. The whole applause. Hospital volunteers are called candy stripers because of their iconic red and white striped uniforms, which look just like traditional peppermint candy canes.
Yay. Okay.
There we go. That was an educated.
guess. Yes. And yet,
A
ironically,
hypothesis, as some would say.
Yes, but ironically, on Que Pasa USA, the candy striper smock was not red and white, but I'm pretty sure that was more based on what they had available at the time.
Right.
that was budget pending.
Yeah. Qué casualidad that they became candy stripers then when Joe got his appendix.
Well, sitcoms are known for their coincidentiality. Things happen on sitcoms as you need them to.
As you need them to. Just like everybody lives nearby.
Exactly.
The school's nearby.
That's like not even on sitcoms, but like in Days of Our Lives, I'm like, I would love to get a map of Salem because Salem must be 3 blocks.
One of the biggest plot holes in Full House, the original Full House, not Fuller House, which I love. And it's so funny because I'm listening to the rewatch between Jodie Sweetin and Andrea Barber, Kimmy and Stephanie. And I had always figured this out. I had always noticed this, but they noticed it in that episode too. So there's an episode where Joey has to go to the mother-daughter honeybee slumber party.
The Girl Scout thing, huh?
Yeah, the Girl Scout thing. And then obviously since Stephanie doesn't have a mother, it was a whole thing. Well, there's a scene when they're obviously in pajamas, so they're barefoot. Okay. There is a scene where Stephanie storms out of the house because something had happened out of the house that they were staying at. They were doing the slumber party. Right. There's a scene where Stephanie, storms out of the house because, she had a really bad moment and Joey goes after her. Right. So they leave that house. And then the next scene is them walking through the front door of the Tanner residence. So I'm like, did they just take the streets of San Francisco barefoot or did they drive barefoot?
Maybe it was across the street. Maybe it was on the same block.
Well, that's what we're assuming. It's a plot hole. And it's funny because they brought it up
They noticed.
Yeah. But because it's so noticeable. It's like she storms out of the party barefoot.
And just walks right
into the house barefoot. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, and the streets of San Francisco are notoriously not the cleanest streets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're not like Springfield.
I remember when The Streets of Philadelphia by Bruce Springsteen came out. That was like a big deal, that song. And I remember thinking, I'm supposed to like this song, but I don't.
yeah, they really wanted you to like it, and then they inserted dialogue from the movie.
Yeah.
Remember when that was a thing?
Yeah.
They were like, hey, you really like this song from this movie? Here's the dialogue from the movie you like as well.
Yeah. I remember when they did that for Titanic. It was so popular. Then they had a second version with different dialogue.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm glad I could live without that.
I'm glad this is a trend that is no longer around.
Yeah. So anyway, so 4th of July is coming up this weekend.
250.
Happy birthday, America. Yes. So what are we doing for the 4th of July? Because I'm doing nothing. I'm making burgers.
I think I'm doing about the same. Just, I'm just enjoying the existence of a day off.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing for the 4th of July, Junior?
Junior's going to town on those chips is what he's doing right now.
And I'll probably do it also on the 4th of July while I do some laundry or something. I don't know.
Laundry. The forefathers didn't do laundry on the 4th of July.
Sí. Mm-hmm. Luna's father does laundry on the 4th of July.
Okay, but do it like the forefathers did in Big Caldero.
Absolutely.
Or by the river.
And with the same wig.
Same wig.
And prepping for Luna's 8th birthday, which is going to be next week.
Oh, are you going to give her a doggy birthday party?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're probably going to do a Australian, she's turning 8, mate, themed party. All right. Now. All right.
I like that. I wasn't expecting that.
At all. I was like, Australian. I'm like, okay, so you're going to play lots of Kylie Minogue, Olivia Newton-John.
Hello.
Kajagoogoo.
He's going to Rickroll.
Rick Astley's Australian.
Yes.
I forget that. Who else?
Hugh Jackman.
You can play some Hugh Jackman, some of his, his Broadway stuff.
The Greatest Showman soundtrack.
The Greatest Showman. Wow, this is a fun soundtrack for an Australian party.
Mm-hmm. Who else is Australian?
Is Vegemite dog friendly?
Ooh.
But you don't want to do that.
Well, I mean, it's an Australian party.
Clearly, you haven't tried Vegemite.
I haven't, but if we're going with the theme.
I mean, I tried Vegemite in Australia, and that's all I have to say about that.
I'm not trying Vegemite here on La Ocho, but if I'm in Sydney, I'll try Vegemite.
You know, it was such a thing that I remember when I tried Vegemite in Australia, it was by Kraft. Kraft makes Vegemite. And I was like,
so it's been commercialized?
No, it's the only Vegemite I found.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like massively produced.
It's like peanut butter.
Yeah. It's really salty. I didn't,
and you like salty.
You know what? I didn't think it was that bad. Mm-hmm. My only problem with Vegemite is that I don't like anything that has an aftertaste.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. And I drank a lot after.
Yeah, because you like salty things.
Yeah, I also had in Australia, what is that called? That thing that Oscar Wilde and all these writers used to have in the 19th century. Yeah, I did. The Kylie Minogue thing.
Yes, you had the green fairy.
Yeah, yes. I was like, while in Australia, I'm going to have a hallucinogenic
a drink.
Yeah, didn't do shit.
No.
And I had like 2 of them. And I'm like, these things are like
you didn't even see Danny Minogue?
No, these things are like $10 a pop. No,
that's fine.
I'm not feeling it. Yeah. So maybe I would have had a third. Then it would have been.
That's when it kicks in.
That's when it kicks in.
It's always 3s.
It's 3. I should have gone for a third.
You should have,
because they don't really sell that here.
I hear it's illegal.
It is illegal.
Like the real version. Like there's probably like a commercial
craft version.
Yeah, a craft version, yes. Doers.
So here we are talking about Australia for the 4th of July, as one does.
As one does.
So what does the 4th of July mean to you? Especially the 250.
This sounds like I'm back in like grade school. Like what the 4th of July means to me.
What does this 4th of July mean to you?
I don't know. I think I was not expecting to answer this question, so I'm like having a think about it. Okay, I'm gonna flip it back on you because I need to think about it. So what does the 4th of July mean to you?
What does the 4th of July mean to me? I mean, if I really, really want to think about it, especially that this is the 250th year.
It's a big one.
I think we're in a really sort of strange place in American history right now. There's a lot of people that are okay with what's going on, and then half of the country's not okay with what's going on. And I think that thinking about it through the lens of 2026 and the 250th year, the way I see the 4th of July and just the American experience, generally, will always be through the eyes of an immigrant.
Right.
Because I think that even if I'm unhappy with the government, even if I'm unhappy with how things are, when you're an immigrant and you come from an immigrant family, you, I think, never really lose sight that where we come from is such a dire situation and such a dire, a place with absolutely no opportunity, a place where just living is just sort of hell on earth every day. And that's the truth of most immigrant experiences. Yeah. You come from places where it's a dead end. You have very bad living conditions. You have no opportunity. That when you come to the United States, there's a part of you that, again, you may not be happy with the way things are. You may not agree with a certain president or a certain administration. You're allowed to be. But you are always very well aware of the opportunity that you had of being here and what the alternative is. And I think that is a very uniquely immigrant mentality, that we understand that we have the right to say certain things here that we couldn't say back in our native countries. We have the right to, protest, and we have the right to practice whatever religion we want. I think a lot of people don't realize that in a lot of dictatorships, you can't practice what religion you want, right? Yeah. And you can here. And I think that's something that, to me, never goes away. So even if I'm upset at something or I'm not happy the way that things are going, I like to think that I am going to invoke those rights that I have as an American to try to make the country better and to try to have values that I agree with, but without losing the sight that I'm very appreciative of being here, because I know firsthand, having been born in another country, what the alternative is. And I think a lot of people don't really get that because either they were born here or they're
so far removed
10 generation American, that they don't realize the privilege that they have, that when you're an immigrant, you don't have. So I think that's very important. So, happy birthday, America, 250.
Happy birthday, America. Yeah, I think it's very telling. Like,
I got just a little bit.
He's like, oh, the other one's talking now. No, I think you hit the nail on the head for me in a way. Like, I think for me, it's about the promise of what America represented, however you want to position it. And again, I was born here, unlike you, but I mean, you grew up here. Like, at the end of the day, you weren't born here, but you pretty much were. But for me, I think of like the sacrifices that my parents and my grandparents gave up with the promise of what this country.
And even though you weren't born here, you saw that front and center.
100%.
Right. Because that's something that maybe your nephews won't see.
My nephews, I think, don't fully grasp.
Right. But you did.
But I lived it.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's about, the promise that led my family here. Right. And I think that's something that you maybe, you were saying, as upset as you may be about X, Y, and Z, I think you don't really lose that when you're first generation, like we are. And I think it also puts you in a very weird position of, I know things are wrong, but that doesn't mean it's the worst. I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's it puts you almost like in an optimistic,
because I think it tells you that even though you may not be happy with certain things here, right?
The realities.
You still you're in a very privileged position.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. The United States, and I'm a history buff.
Very much.
I am. The United States has a very troubled past.
Yeah.
But what country doesn't? Right?
There's no perfect country out there.
Like, most countries have a very troubled past, and obviously with the United States, whether it's through, slavery and discrimination and Native Americans,
right.
What was done to them,
there's more to pick.
There it has a troubled past, but most countries do. Most countries, they didn't come across through some kumbaya, like usually there was a revolution involved, and usually there was some type of, colonization involved. Right. And those things are very ugly, and they're very, and you must know them. You must understand them. But I think, something that, and I'm not naive about it, is that I always believe that the good thing about the United States, especially if you look at it historically, is that it's always been able to self-correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've had many dark moments and many things in our history that maybe we're not the proudest of, but we've always been able to get self-correct. That doesn't mean that things are perfect. That doesn't mean that there's still not a lot of work to be done and there aren't a lot of inequities, but I never lose sight of the privilege I have of living here. Because mira, whether you are a Cuban, from any Latin American country, or for most Latin American countries, we come from places that have some type of issue. Whether the issue is like in the Cuba and Nicaragua, the issue is communism, that people have no rights, they can't express themselves, or even Venezuela, financial insecurity, or listen.
Argentina right now está la inflación está
but like for example, in Mexico, living under sort of cartel, police state. Yeah. That is horrifying when you see in Mexico, sometimes these cartels wipe out entire towns, and living under that fear, living in the fear of gangs in other countries. Yeah. Like that is something that unless you lived through that, it's very easy to, in your air-conditioned house, in your very expensive, on your iPhone,
drinking your latte
or Android, drinking your Starbucks or whatever coffee you want to,
your
from
nude
your very
latte.
expensive, laptop, to be saying, oh, this sucks and that sucks and this sucks and that sucks. And yeah, there may be things here that are very unfair and are very inequitable. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't speak up against them. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't fight for it. Even if it's something that's not of your community, you fight for other people and you help other people. And I have always subscribed to that. That's something that I've always tried to live my values of that. But at the same time, I also realize that the alternative, that many of us that are immigrants, our alternative is very dire, is very dire. So that's why I think every time they do like a poll, like whether it's Pew Research or a Gallup poll, the people that are always the happiest to be in the United States are immigrants. It doesn't fail. Every time they poll this, immigrants are always very happy to be in the United States. Why? Because even though it's imperfect, it's a better alternative
to what they left
than what we left. And unless you've lived through that and you've seen that firsthand, or you've seen that firsthand through your family or your community, you don't understand that. And that's what I tell people sometimes when I see them going off on a rant about things here. And I'm like, listen, I hear you and I understand you. And you do make a point. Yes, X is unfair. Mm-hmm. But perspective, and that is perspective is very important. Perspective and context are two things that are missing from most conversations nowadays.
Especially because most conversations nowadays happen online.
Yes.
Where they've all but eradicated those two concepts.
Yeah. So what are some of your favorite American songs? Yankee Doodle came to town riding on a pony.
Susana.
He stuck a feather in his
cap and called
it macaroni.
Yes. So there's Yankee Doodle, there's Oh Susana, there's
Oh Susana, don't you cry for me, because I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee.
These are all in the public domain, so we can sing
These are all songs that I used to sing in my elementary school, because my elementary school.
You went to the white school.
I went to the white school.
That's right.
I was the only person that spoke Spanish. Or very few.
You went to the white school.
We used to do the hokey pokey every day, every week. We used to line dance and square dance. That's why I know how to line dance and square dance.
Oh, I want to watch you square dance.
Yeah. Grab your partner, do-si-do. Yes. And I always had to grab the partner I didn't want. It was always la chiquita pesa.
I feel like I know who this is. Very tall. Oh, that's not who I was going to say. That's not who I was going to say. Yeah. I had someone else in mind.
Always. Siempre me tocaba ella, la misma freaking chiquita pesa. That I had to deal with so many years.
So many years. Yeah. You got a reprieve later.
You know what's so funny? So I'm going to tell this story without saying who it is. So this was sort of like, I don't want to say arch rival, but I didn't care for her. And, you always have that person in high school.
Antagonist.
In school just generally.
That you're always just like kind of frictiony.
Frictiony. Exactly. So this was always this person through elementary school and middle school. And then, 20 some years later, I remember I was in the courthouse in Key Largo.
Okay.
No, in Marathon.
In the Keys.
And I had a case there. And I walk in and she was there. So my arch rival.
You just said you had to. It was a girl. You did say that with the do-si-do.
Yeah. And she sees me and she's like, Darian Borges. And I go, yeah, so and so first name, last name. It looked like something from a sitcom. She looks at me, she's like, Darian Borges. And I'm like, yeah, so and so. And then we just walked.
And that's it? That is very sitcom. Yeah. You want to talk about coincidentiality things happening? That is very sitcom.
Yeah.
Very sitcom.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. So
You know what? I love apple pie.
I do enjoy. I will say I love an apple pie, but I like a Dutch apple pie.
But let me ask you something: is a
Not
Dutch,
an American apple pie. I like a Dutch apple pie.
Is a Dutch apple pie immigrant? Is that
like was it brought over by people on the Dutch?
Because there's
trading
nothing more
company?
American than an apple pie. But then we have the Dutch apple pie.
Well, there's a German food cake.
Okay,
like
let's
German
see,
chocolate.
Let's see how many people remember this. You have to be an OG to remember this.
Okay.
Do you remember, this was in the 80s and the 90s, that the bakery at Publix was called the Danish Bakery?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and the logo was Danish Bakery, and then it had a little baker next to him.
No, I don't remember that at all. I was having a conversation about Mother Butler pies the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. And apparently Mother Butler's headquarters was here in Fort Lauderdale.
Really?
Yes. Even though it was started by the guy who owned Denny's, it was headquartered here in Fort Lauderdale for some reason.
Well, Denny's started, and, Seth Burger Beast will be like...
Well, yeah, he'll chime in.
Denny's started as donuts.
Yes.
This was the logo.
Denny's Donuts. Oh, no.
You don't remember that?
At all.
That was around even in the 90s.
No.
Yeah.
Or if I saw it,
And this was their logo in the late 90s.
That I remember for sure. But if I saw that other logo, I didn't connect it to Publix.
Yeah.
I did.
So it's a Dutch apple pie or Swedish meatball. Swedish. I'm gonna say yes because they sell them in IKEA.
IKEA, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's our
barometer.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
What else is American? Hamburgers are American.
Even though it's German.
Are they? Yeah.
Well,
you know what? I'm not going to talk about burgers because
I'm going to get
the call from Seth.
Yes, we're going to get that.
I'm going to get the call from Seth.
French fries. I mean, it's literally in the title.
Remember when they called them freedom fries?
Yeah, that was a stupid time.
What else is American? That's not.
That's not. Well, I mean, we talked about how Caesar salad is Mexican.
Yeah, a supersize.
That's
American.
Super American.
It's the super American.
The bigger the better, baby.
That way, when you'll be like, would you like to supersize that?
Can I tell you, there are days where I miss the supersize.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I just want like un cubo de papita.
Yeah.
And I can't get it anymore.
Do you miss a cubo de papita, Junior?
I miss a good cool de papita.
They had a bucket of fries too.
Yeah.
In addition to the supersize.
Yeah.
So it was supersize and bucket.
I never once had a supersize.
Never?
No, because I don't care for fries. I'm not a fry person. I mean, okay.
You'll eat them, but
I'll eat them, but I don't go crazy for French fries. I'll eat them.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you at Beat Culture.
Yeah. Or, bueno, pero eso es picante. Or you know where I do go a little crazy for the fries is Checkers.
See, they're okay. They're fine.
Okay,
they're not my favorite.
Let's rank something. How would we rank fast food fries? I know I would rank them right away.
I'm gonna go with number 1, McDonald's.
Okay.
Just that's my favorite. Then I would do McDonald's, Wendy's, BK, and Checkers, like depending on the day. And
that's how you would rank your fries?
Yeah.
So I would rank my fries number 1, Checkers, number 2, curly fries from Arby's, and number 3 is everybody else.
I don't go to Arby's enough.
Everybody
have an
else.
Opinion on.
How about you, Junior?
Number 1, Checkers. Number 2, Arby's.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, Miami Subs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
number
dark
4,
horse.
Chick-fil-A.
Miami Subs.
Chick-fil-A
Miami
waffle.
Subs.
The
Waffle
waffle
fries.
fries.
Actually, you know what? Tristan's here. Tristan, come here a minute. Come here a minute. We want to ask you something.
Yes, we want your input.
And Junior's going to put you on Junior Cam for a minute. Huh?
Because that's what we do. It's a holiday.
Come here.
It's a holiday. We like to give people what they want. Okay.
No,
Well, then,
okay.
well,
Okay.
We'll
you'll
remember
ask him.
later.
You'll
Yes,
ask
yes,
him.
we'll remember
You'll
later.
ask him,
Yes,
and then if
okay.
it becomes a reel, then we could stitch it.
Exactly.
Right.
Excuse me.
Okay.
What did he say? Who's not a
That
communist?
Nicaragua is technically not communist. Yeah. Tell that a la gente que viven más bajo Daniel Ortega.
Well, I mean, Lucille Ball was technically not a redhead.
Madonna's not blonde.
Right. So, lots of things that are technically untrue are still very true.
You would think that Madonna, after being blonde so many years, like changed her DNA and like now would be blonde.
She just reads it. She just became a geneticist.
I mean,
yeah. Just,
like after that many years of being blonde, like doesn't your body get the hint?
just do it.
Just become blonde
Become
already.
blonde already. And she even does her eyebrows. Like, come on, body, get with the program.
So anyway, yeah.
Here we go. I have A through Z list of American food.
Oh, okay.
Apple pie, buffalo wings,
Okay.
cheeseburger,
Okay.
donuts, English muffins, fortune cookies, gumbo. This is all either American or Americanized, obviously.
Okay.
Hot dog, Italian beef sandwich, jello, key lime pie, lobster roll, Maryland crab cakes, New Mexican stacked enchiladas, onion rings, peanut butter and jelly sandwich, Quaker oats, roast turkey, s'mores, tater tots, Utica greens, Velveeta, wild Alaska salmon, Xavier steak, Yodels, and Zagnut.
I was thinking, what is X? Xavier steak?
Xavier steak.
What's Xavier
I
steak?
like that 46% of that list would kill Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yes.
Just off the bat.
Xavier steak is a classic American dish consisting of a cooked steak topped with steamed or sauteed asparagus and melted Swiss,
Oh my God, that sounds so good.
often marinated in Worcestershire sauce.
That sounds like something you
For
find at
added depth.
Applebee's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Xavier steak.
Listen,
Xavier, that sounds really good.
Applebee's gets a lot of crap. But let me tell you something. The Fiesta Lime chicken from Applebee's is fire, and their crispy wontons are fire. That's all I have to say about that.
I don't have anything against Applebee's, pero cada vez que yo como en Applebee's, me cae mal la comida.
Well, that's a you problem.
So I'm just saying
That's a you problem.
I do not go to Applebee's because I do not wish to, have an experience.
No, that's you.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm owning the problem.
It's him plus me.
Oh, you too?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm owning it though. I'm saying it is me.
But
I'm not putting it on them.
But Junior, I love you, but you're compromised.
I love Chili's.
I love that you're compromised. Same.
I haven't had a bad experience in Chili's. As
could
bad as the experiences have ever been at Chili's, it hasn't been.
I
that
can eat
bad
anything on the
enough.
Chili's menu and be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I was 14, all I wanted to do was go to Chili's. So for my 14th birthday, my parents, my grandmother, and me, we went to Chili's. And all I wanted was an Awesome Blossom. No, that's what it's called in Outback.
I was going to say, you went to the wrong restaurant.
Right. All I wanted was the onions, the fried onion, the blooming onion. The blooming onion. Oh, wait, or is it the blooming onion in Outback? Wait, no, people know what I'm talking about. That is all that I wanted. I dreamed of this. This is all that I wanted. So me traen la cebolla.
Whatever it's called. Whatever it's called. La cebolla.
La cebolla frita. And then, my mom, of course, didn't have a...
No, your mother can't. No.
I think my dad
Yo
had
creo que tu mamá es media pariente del Gwyneth Paltrow.
I think my dad had one piece because my dad's like queso, and my grandmother was like queso. So I ate the whole thing.
The whole thing.
It did not end well that day.
How are you still here to tell the tale?
It did not. I mean, I was 14.
Oh, yeah, that's
14
true.
could drink cement and you'll be
you
fine.
bounce back,
Don't drink cement, people. But, it did not end well.
I can see that being the case, yes. Yes.
Pero mira que esa cebolla es rica.
It's fried. What's not to...
It's battered in spiced batter and
It's fried
fried.
and it has a dipping sauce. What the hell's
It's
not
like
to
people,
love?
people should give more credit to onion rings.
I wish I liked onion rings more than I do.
Okay, I love onions.
I enjoy onions. I love sauteed onions. But I want to like onion rings more than I do.
Do you know that sometimes my love of onion worries me? Because I love all types of onions. I love white
why is this
onions.
worrisome?
I love white onions, yellow onions, Vidalia onions, red onions, shallots. I love them raw. I love them sauteed, caramelized in a soup. in a jam and on a sandwich on a steak. Like I like
in all
anything
fairness-
and everything onion.
In all fairness,
Powdered onion.
This
you
is
know?
not worrisome. Like I'd be more worried if you said you love poppies because I'm like, oh no, heroin.
No.
You know, like, but
onion is so
okay.
rico. A mí me encanta la cebolla.
That's the new T-shirt. It's Darian's face with a big old onion. I mean, me encanta la cebolla.
But it's so good.
Sounds like something La Pequeña would have said.
Me encanta la cebolla. Junior, do you like onions?
I mean, no one beats your love of onions, brother. I'll tell you that.
There are onion farmers who don't love it as
I
much
mean,
as he
listen,
does.
give me onions and blue cheese and we're good.
You reminded me of Forrest Gump when he just goes, jumbo shrimp, coconut shrimp. You just went off on all. We need a blooming Darien for your birthday.
A blooming Darian.
But they're so good. I love sweet onions. I love them. Have you ever had a Vidalia onion?
Of course, I live
They're
in Florida.
so sweet.
Yeah.
They're so good. You put it like a nice.
You say Vidalia?
Yeah, you say Vidalia.
I say Vidalia.
Okay, Vidalia. Vidalia.
Is this a Roosevelt?
Roosevelt.
Yeah.
I think you're just making it like a Spanish lady's name.
Vidalia.
Vidalia.
Vi a Vidalia el otro día en la peluquería.
Pareció una cebolla.
Not an onion. Okay, like, no me digas a mí that a good French onion soup.
I love
Okay, let me tell you something.
Este tipo está enfermo con la cebolla.
I love a French onion soup. But
Oye,
clearly
oye,
not as
mira,
much
mira,
as
escucha,
him.
escucha.
No.
Like no one else.
Escucha. Even a bad onion soup, a French onion soup, is good.
What also has Gruyere?
Well, no, sometimes aquí they meten, mozzarella cheese.
It's cheese,
They
but
put like a crouton with melted mozzarella. Oye, they have a French onion soup in the Latin Cafe in Hialeah that is like so good. I'm like, do they have like a French guy making these French onion soups in this Cuban restaurant? It is so good. It's so good. It's so flavorful.
By way of Guanajuato.
Have you ever seen how much onions go in a French onion soup?
I can't say that I have.
No, because you have to get your pot and to get like maybe 4 or 5 servings of French onion soup, it's like 7 or 8 pounds of onions.
Pounds?
Yes, because the onions are cooked down.
That's so many onions.
It's a lot of onions. I did it one time. I followed the Martha Stewart recipe, and Martha Stewart comes with a bag of onions to make just a pot of onion.
I believe that when Martha Stewart cuts onions, they cry
Why?
instead of her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A mí me gusta la cebolla.
No, clearly.
I even like green onions.
No. We've established you are an equal opportunity onion lover.
Yeah. No, see, I remember that one time at Bee Culture, they made me a burger, and I'm like, can I have caramelized onions, white onions, and red onions? And they put all of them on it. And I was like, oh my God, it's so good.
Thankfully, I hope nobody kissed you after that.
So crunchy.
Oh, that's a very potent breath.
Yeah, because, there I was like, have it my way.
It's better than BK. Yeah. It's BC.
So, yeah, anyway, so moving right along.
Yes, I wanted to bring something up, but I was going to transition when you
Now
said
that we're
something.
having onion talk, I'm
I
going to let me tell you.
You were saying something when we were talking about the 250th and the immigrant experience. I was going to pivot, and then we went into onion talk. But I was going to say, speaking.
Do you like onions? Who likes onions out there?
There's no way to transition. I feel like Roger.
Like,
No transition.
A radish.
A radish. Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, you mentioned, a sense of community and things like that, and I just wanted to say how I've been very impressed with people coming together to really help with Venezuela.
Yes, absolutely.
And the earthquake. It's been very just moving. The company that I work for, I was telling you, they had a drive. We all took stuff today. We're going to be taking stuff the next couple of days over to the office, and they're going to take it to somewhere. I know that you took some supplies as well. It's a beautiful thing to see people. Unfortunately, it's sad that it takes something like that to bring people together, but it's a beautiful thing to see it to the point where these drop-off stations are even saying, like, guys, don't bring any more stuff. They have to sort through the amount of things, and I think it's, again, kind of telling what we were talking about, like the promise of the American dream, right? Which is like you can help someone else and you can be there for each other. And I think that's part of it. And the fact that we're seeing it for our brothers and sisters, in Venezuela, because as we know, Venezuela, Cubans, we're very, like this. It's very, very just, it's heartwarming to see that happen.
Yeah, it is. people have really come through. Especially the Latin community has really shown support, because I mean, the image is just, they're just awful.
Did you see today that they rescued an 18-day-old baby?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of rescues of babies. There's somebody who gave birth in the rubble. There's been a lot of images of people inside the rubble.
Yeah,
because they still have their phones and they have
battery,
service, and it's absolutely horrible. And just more and more images come out every day, and you're like, wow. And of course, in such a big city like Caracas that has so many high rises and so many like large structures and buildings. Yeah, and I mean, obviously, this was an area of Venezuela that's earthquake prone. I didn't know that. It's so funny because I always, when I think of earthquakes in Latin America, I think of Mexico. Because I remember when we were little kids, there was a huge earthquake in Mexico City. Yeah. But this is enormous.
No,
and I think that what's so just bad about these images in terms of optically is that you saw buildings falling like dominoes. It sort of reminded me of that scene in Deep Impact when all the buildings get hit by by the wave, and like all the buildings topple like dominoes. Like the building is like still put together, but it falls, and it's like, wow. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a lot of looking into engineering and what went on here.
I mean, yes, but I think there's also something to be said for the fact that it was literally hit by 2 earthquakes, 7.1 each of them. So. I mean, yes, the infrastructure of the situation, we know Venezuela was not exactly in the best of conditions, and generally speaking, because of the government infrastructure and all that. But I think even with all of that said, when you get hit by 2 earthquakes of that magnitude, I mean, it's a 14. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's absolutely terrible.
Impact. Yeah.
That now that we're talking about that. Bringing it here close to home. It's been 5 years since the Surfside collapse.
Already?
Yeah, it's been 5 years. It's crazy. It's been 5 years since the Surfside collapse, and the land is being redeveloped into luxury condos. They're going to do a big building there, and I think that always the question is, should they build a memorial there? And all that I think is what is proposed to be built there are luxury high rises. Why would you want to spend that amount of money on a piece of land that is so tarnished at this point by such tragedy?
To live on a gravesite.
It's like, even putting aside what they do, I'm not even looking at it from the point of view of like, what they do with the land. It's like, why would you want to live there? Especially when you have so many other options in Miami of living in different luxury high rises. Why would you spend millions of dollars to live in a place that is so recently
because it's not like it's been 50
tarnished
years.
with such tragedy, such loss? Like, why would you choose to live there? And it's one of those things that people are always talking about, corporate greed and all that. And I know part of the sale of the land went to the survivors and the families and all that. I get all that. But it's like, can't we for once put maybe profit aside and give this space to a proper memorial and a proper space for the loved ones of the people that died, or people that want to go and honor the victims, or just a quiet place for this? Because this is something that happened 5 years ago. This is somebody's parent. This is somebody's child. This is, this isn't something that happened 100 years ago that the people now are so disconnected from it. This is something that happened very recently. And can't we just, do we always have to look at the profit side of it? And it's just very sad what's going on with that, because these people, the people that lost their family there or had a loss from there, they don't have a place where they could go mourn this loss.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's very tragic.
It's to your point. It's like, why would you pay that much money to live on a gravesite?
Yeah. I mean, you talk about an Indian burial ground. I mean, that did not end well in Poltergeist.
Exactly. Yeah, watch Poltergeist, kids. This is what happens.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's just no. I don't get it.
You don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. But
So
sometimes I'm not meant to.
yeah. Are you thirsty?
I could be thirsty.
Okay.
How about you?
Because we have a little bonus today.
Yes. You're all this talk about onions has made you thirsty.
Yes. So I actually want to give, since we're doing last sodas, I'm going to give my last soda since we were just speaking of Venezuela. There's been a lot of organizations that have been very involved. I put it on our Instagram.
Yes.
I went and donated a lot of supplies to this local Venezuelan bakery called
We'll give you a moment to look it up again.
Wait. Because I don't want to get it wrong.
I know, that's why I'm giving you a moment. I'm vamping for the camera. You know, this is one of multiple sites that is
okay. So the bakery I went to, it is in Kendall, and it's called Galipán Bakery. And they have a few locations throughout Miami and South Florida, but I went to the one in Kendall. So they were taking at
Venezuelan owned.
Venezuelan owned, yeah. And I spoke to the owner, and he told me the company they were working with, and they were taking, at this point they were taking everything, and. So I want to give it a shout out to them, but I also want to give a last soda or last cafecito to
Last soda.
GEM, the Global Empowerment Mission.
Yes.
So we've worked with them a few times with the hurricane in Jamaica, the hurricane in the Bahamas, especially. I collected a lot for the hurricane in the Bahamas, and these people are amazing. The one in Cape Coral, yes. We've done a few of them. That's the one we did at Dos Croquetas.
Yeah.
We've worked with them several times, and these people are amazing. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, I dropped off with you.
With me. Yeah. It is like a small army of people in there, just very organized. And these people are like boots in the ground. Like they go directly and they work with people in the sites to make sure that the supplies get there. Right. So I wanted to give recognition to them, really to anybody helping out, but to these, the bakery and this big organization, because they've really come through. And good for them, and thankfully, hopefully, the people that need help get it.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I will kind of piggyback on that just really quick and say, you mentioned these are reputable organizations. Please vet the places before you go and take, especially if you're going to donate money, because unfortunately, these are the moments where la gente se aprovechan.
Yeah.
And so you always want to make sure that you're going to a reputable organization. But that's a great one. That's a great one. Yeah. So my last soda is actually going to an audiobook that I've been listening to. I was actually mentioning it to you earlier. It's called It's Never Too Late, a memoir by Marla Gibbs. Mary from 227 and Florence from the Jeffersons. And, we said this a couple times on the show. She is someone, she's 93 years old. She's still active. I mean, this memoir came out in February. And she hasn't gotten, I think, her flowers as much as she should.
No, and to me, she's another Betty White.
Yeah, she is another Betty White, absolutely. And she's lived a very interesting life. She
is the book narrated by her.
So she starts every chapter, and then the rest of it is narrated by Tisha Campbell from Martin. And so she goes into her life, and she has had a very a very hard knock life. She, her father abused her mother. Her mother left. She left the two girls with her grandmother. Her grandmother didn't love her, would treat her bad. So, I mean, she had an abusive husband. She had several miscarriages, and it's just she had a hard life. And she, eventually, I think it was maybe she was in her late 30s, early 40s when she hit with the Jeffersons. And from then, and she became part, she did 227. I didn't know 227 was Norman Lear. And she basically, fought to get that project created. She became an executive producer in everything but name, because Norman Lear would never let anybody else have the name of executive producer. So, I mean, she's just done a lot.
227 is a Norman Lear show?
I didn't know that. Until...
It doesn't feel Norman Lear.
At all. But also, aside from all of that, one of the things that I also loved about the book is, she really does couch it in in a lot of history, like the evolution of Black culture and how she was, in the forefront and part of all of that. But she was talking about how her mother was actually quite successful as a businesswoman. Like she would flip houses and she owned several businesses. And one of the businesses that she owned, and she said it by name, was a haberdashery.
Oh my gosh. Full circle.
Full circle. So Marla Gibbs, who her real name is Margaret, she changed it to Marla. Her mother owned a haberdashery. And I was like, well, when I heard that, I was already going to give this my last soda, but yeah.
There we go.
How do I not?
There we go.
How do I not? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it got me thinking, mira, Marla Gibbs, Mel Brooks just turned 100. Dick Van Dyke is 100. Rita Moreno is up there. And it's like, all these people who are living to these ripe old ages, they're not perfect, but if you really look at them, they all seem to be people who have an optimistic outlook on life.
Yeah.
And I think it's telling that if you go through life, I don't want to say
Debbie Downer.
Well, I don't want to say obnoxiously optimistic because you can't just you have to be realistic sometimes and that. But if you go through life trying to do right by others and trying to just be a good person, I think it speaks to the fact that, you're probably going to be around longer. There's just something about living a
You're
good
Pollyanna.
life. Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you something about that term.
Oh God. Okay. Is that was Showgirls the first time you heard that term?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I'm Cuban. Why would I have grown up knowing what Pollyanna was?
I grew up watching the Haley Mills movie.
Okay, right. Well, I just thought that was her name.
You didn't realize
No. So I learned maybe 2 or 3 months ago, apparently that show from the 80s, Falcon Crest.
Yes.
The most famous scene is where one of the main characters goes off on a whole dialogue, like a whole tangent deal about being a Pollyanna. And I saw the scene and it was very well acted. And I'm like, so what's a Pollyanna? And I looked it up and I'm like, oh, that's what a Pollyanna is?
Yeah.
That's like, I didn't know what that was. That's like, I didn't know what, something very different. Joey Buttafuoco was the Long Island Lolita.
The Long Island Lolita, yeah.
I don't know what that means either.
Oh, you don't know about Lolita?
No.
So Lolita is actually, it's a very controversial term. So Lolita is, it's based on a book called Lolita. Actually, I can't think of the name of the author right now. But the problem with
this is the learn part.
The problem with the book and the fact of the references, Lolita refers to an underage girl who is essentially very sexualized and tempts older men. The problem with that is that it's based on a book in which the protagonist basically is a pedophile who murders her mother, kidnaps her, and takes her on the run. And he's an unreliable narrator. And he keeps talking about like how she's seducing me, she's seducing me, she's seducing me. So the problem with it is that when you label a girl a Lolita, you're basically giving into almost like that rape culture of, well, what were you expecting? She was asking for it. Look how she was dressed.
So is this how the song, Whatever Lola Wants?
No,
Lola gets.
That is from Dem Yankees. And actually, Ana Villafañe played Lola in a production of Damn Yankees a few months ago, and she got to sing that song.
Does this have any relation to Run Lola Run?
No, that is a German movie with Femme Potente, which is a very, very, very fun movie.
This has been the Learn section today. You have been on fire. On fire. So I didn't know what Pollyanna was. I'm like, is that the name of like some Polynesian restaurant? No. Like, because if it is, I'm there. If it is, I'm there.
It's a tiki restaurant. Yes.
Where they serve onions.
They serve all the onions.
And
all the onions with all the teriyaki.
Yeah.
Yes. It would be good. Yes.
Onion sauté.
Okay, so do you know what Pollyanna is now?
Yeah, it's a happy person, an optimist person.
But do you know where that comes from?
Little House on the Prairie?
No. Pollyanna was also a book, and then that book was eventually made into a movie starring Haley Mills, and it was remade actually in the...
As a Waltons?
No. It has nothing
Highway
to do
to Heaven?
It has nothing to do with any of that. No Michael Landon. And then it was remade in the, I want to say mid to late 80s, because they did a black version of Pollyanna, and it was starring Phylicia Rashad and Keisha Knight Pulliam. Keisha Knight Pulliam as Pollyanna.
Is it Little House on the Prairie that there's a scene that she throws her in a wheelchair down like
No, that's Heidi. And that's not a scene, that's a meme.
No.
Well, then it's Heidi.
No.
It's Heidi. It's
I
not
don't know
Little
if
House.
it's. I think it's the Waltons. That is some blonde girl, una pesa.
Oh, yeah, that's Little House. The Nelly something that she's
Que una pesada. She's in a wheelchair and she. No, the meme that you're talking about is the one that she throws her off a mountain, a cliff.
That's based off of Heidi. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that was the learning section at the very end of the show, everyone. Pollyanna, Amy, if you seek Amy, como se llama?
Which I'm glad you finally got.
What was her name?
Amy Fisher.
Amy Fisher
The
and
Long
Joey
Island Lolita.
Barafuco
Yeah.
and
Yes.
all that fun stuff of the 90s.
All the late 90s.
Ugh. Anyway,
Mira
everybody.
que that story had 3 TV movies.
3.
Yes. That there was one on NBC, which I don't remember who was in it. The one on CBS was Alyssa Milano, and the one on ABC was Drew
¿Tú te
Barrymore.
acuerdas de Lorena,
Herrera.
la que le cortó la cosa al marido?
Bobbitt.
Lorena Bobbitt. You
Yes.
remember that, Junior?
Yes.
Lorena took things into her own hands.
Literally. Literally, yes.
Anyway, on that note, everybody, happy birthday, USA.
America.
Happy birthday, America. Happy birthday, Yankee Doodle. Happy birthday, Philadelphia. You know,
Liberty Bell.
Liberty
Yes,
Bell.
all of it.
You know, the Boston Tea Party.
All of it.
All of it. all
Betsy
of
Ross.
It. Yes, Betsy Ross. And when she had it all sewed up.
That's right. And then there's Maud.
Happy birthday, Maud. Happy birthday, all things America. Happy birthday, David Hasselhoff. Happy birthday, Brady Bunch.
Oh.
Happy birthday.
Little House on the Prairie.
Happy birthday, what we learned that it was American. Fortune cookies.
Uh-huh.
Xavier Steaks.
Xavier
Steaks. Happy birthday, Delmonico's.
Yes.
You
All
know,
of it.
all of it. All of it. Happy birthday, Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, especially.
Well, Wichita, Kansas didn't exist when the U.S. started. So we have to stay with the 13 original colonies.
Okay, fine. Massachusetts,
What was the first state?
the first state. Virginia?
Delaware.
Really?
Don't you know what their state motto is?
We have great donuts.
Live free or die.
Oh.
So, happy birthday, America. See you guys next week. We hope you listen, laughed, and learned. And remember to grab your croqueta, your pastelito, and your cafecito. And thank you for joining us next week when America is on its 250th first year. So, bye, everyone.
All right, everybody. So it's summertime. It's a holiday. We're celebrating America's 250th. And who better represents that than Tristan?
It's me, baby.
Especially doing what I am assuming is an Ozzy Osbourne impression. Is that
Sometimes
what
it
was
can
just
be.
happening?
It can be.
It was very.
That wasn't what I was trying to do, but
Okay, what were you trying to do? You were
uh,
just emoting. You were just being.
yeah.
Yes.
I was
Just
being myself.
putting it out
By
there.
American.
Hey,
self.
you were being your American self. Damn it.
For
That's what it
250.
is. Yes. Celebrate that 250 by being yourself.
Yeah.
It's the best way to do
guess.
it.
Yeah.
How have you been? It's been a minute since you've been here.
I've been. I don't know what I'm doing. I've been good.
You've been good. That's all. Yeah. Having fun. Yeah. Enjoying the summer.
Summer.
So far.
Yep.
So far, because it's just begun.
We love summer.
We do love summer. We do love summer. And I know that you recently went to go see, what is it, Backrooms?
Yeah. And Obsession.
Oh, you saw Obsession too?
Yeah.
Okay, how were they? Because I want to see.
Amazing.
I want to see Obsession.
Obsession was slightly better, but they were both amazing.
Yeah. Which so okay, so you like Obsession? Do you think Obsession was better because
Slightly better. I don't know. I just enjoyed it more.
Okay, because any particular reason or no?
Nah.
No.
I just thought it was a better movie.
Okay.
But they were both great.
Yeah, because I've heard that Obsession has more of a plot, whereas Backroom
Yeah.
is more vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would that be an accurate representation?
Yeah. I guess.
There's a damn flyer on here.
I don't.
Well, no, it's not going to you. It only goes to old people who they're closer to death. And that's yeah. That's how flies work.
Yeah. Young juice.
Yeah, no, it doesn't go to the youngs.
Yeah.
No, not to
Mosquito, like young. though.
the mosquitoes love the Utes. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely like the Utes. So, okay, I am actually very much loving your sweatshirt.
Oh, thanks.
What is it?
It's Gyro.
Okay.
from JoJo's.
Okay, because the only gyro I know is like on a pita bread.
No, his name is Gyro.
Gyro. Okay, so and that's from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah.
Which season? Gyro Gear Loose. That's right, from DuckTales.
It's not seasons. It goes by parts in JoJo's.
Wait, no. Okay, but wait.
So
wait.
seven. Part seven.
They're on. Well, no, they're probably further than 7, right?
There's 9.
There's 9. Okay, yeah. I remember watching a couple of those because one of my nephews was into it like a while back, and it is an interesting little show.
Yeah, it's very
Interesting.
Weird.
Interesting is the right
bizarre.
word. It is a bizarre adventure. So you know what? It delivers
Got
on
a
its
point.
promise.
I don't think part 7 is an adventure. Well, it is. It's
Might-
horse racing.
That
But
could
yeah,
be-
it's an adventure.
That could be adventurous. Yeah. Yeah, you know. I've never ridden a horse. No. Have you?
Nope. Oh yeah.
You've ridden a horse. Where'd you ride a
Well,
horse?
Yeah, but no. Well, I didn't ride. Well, I didn't move around on the horse. Like the horse didn't move. Okay, the horse wasn't
Was this
running.
a dead
It was-
horse? Like what was it?
No, it was a field trip. In pre-K, I think.
Okay.
The horse just sitting there, obviously.
What a sad, like, just.
Well, I
Got on the horse.
So you didn't ride a
around the
horse?
track in the
yes,
horse. Okay, there was a handler holding the
Oh,
horse.
okay.
in.
yes.
Okay.
On the saddle, and they went around the thing.
Okay, so you rode a horse.
Yeah,
Oh,
you didn't
oh,
walk
wait, we
down
moved?
on the horse.
Oh wait, the horse moved?
Yes,
I don't remember that.
Apparently not very fast.
I was 4.
Then I remember thinking like, oh my god, they're actually riding the horse.
I was 4.
The way he said it, he's like, I just sat on a horse.
I thought that was
Didn't
what I
do
did.
anything. That's why I'm like, was this a live horse or was it? Yeah. No, I've never ridden a horse. I would like to ride a horse. And I've ridden a pony, but it's not the same thing. It's not. A pony's
I don't know what to say anymore.
A pony's a pony. It's not a horse. You know?
Are they? Actually, are they? Are they like 2 separate animals?
They are. They are 2 separate animals. That much I know.
I thought a pony was just a type of horse.
No. I mean, well, it's a type of horse in the way that like
So it is.
right, but it's a different like species. It's not
Man, I
like
don't know.
it's like it's not like a pony is just a small horse. It's its own thing.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Horse Talk. But let me tell
We
you,
all love horses.
we do. This is we're going to talk about equestrianism.
Does Junior like horses?
Yes, yes, I do. And I don't know how factual that horse and pony thing is. I got to look this up.
I'm surprised you weren't looking it up as
Gotta
I was
look this
saying it.
up.
Honestly,
Because
Junior, I rely on you for these things.
Fun fact, I played baseball in Tamiami baseball, and all the leagues were named after horses.
Were the-
And
the
it was
Colts,
pony,
no?
colt,
Yeah.
and then
Mustangs?
Mustangs. Yes. So pony was one of them as well. So I'm gonna look that up.
Stallion. Isn't a stallion just a male horse?
It's a horse.
But
Why
it's
does
a,
he
it's a
keep
male
interfering?
horse because a mare is a female horse, and I think a stallion is a male horse.
I thought Megan's a woman.
She defies convention, Megan the Stallion.
Oh.
Yes, she also has 2 E's, and yet it's the, not the
I
stallion.
see, yeah.
So she's bucking all types of
Yep.
trends.
Yeah.
Dagnabbit.
Pony is a type of horse.
I
we're
know
back
it.
to it.
Why would they be
Just a
2
type.
separate animals?
No, I didn't say it was. I said it was a type of horse. Like,
No.
what I meant is like it wasn't. Look, growing up, you kind of think like a pony's like a baby horse, but that's not the case. Because it's little. You know, when you're
I
young, you're
guess.
dumb, so you
A
don't know
pony
things.
is a type of horse depending on size. So that's what it is because it's a type of horse and they belong to the same species,
Okay.
but it's categorized a pony depending on the size. As a baby horse would be a foal.
Right.
A pony would be in
A
stands
pole?
under 14.2 hands.
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 And
I guess 58 inches or 147.
I was going to say, so yet again,
centimeters tall.
Americans will use anything
Yes,
but the metric
yes,
system to
yes,
measure.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
got it. Anything but.
how do you?
So a pony's a
that
small
result.
horse.
Yeah, who's measuring by hands?
Yeah.
Like who's holding the pony for the other person to come and like, do the hand thing?
Hand dermatologist? I don't know. I'm just making things up.
Change approved. I approve your creation of a new job. Hand dermatologist. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can get
Good
that.
business.
You can get that at University of Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
If
All
it
right.
makes the money.
If it makes money, I mean, I don't know what you'd make money doing. There's only so many ponies,
Measuring with hands.
so it'd be just like you'd be like, okay, 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Okay.
Well, it doesn't
Seems-
have to be just ponies. It could be anything.
And that's why you're the youth of tomorrow, because I was very limited in my thinking,
Yeah.
and you
We
expanded.
need hands. We need hands everywhere.
You
To
do-
measure with hands, I mean.
To measure, yes, and that's a very good distinction. Yes, to measure, not hands everywhere. Yeah, consent is a thing. So we were talking earlier about French fries, and we kind of heard you had an opinion in the background, but we didn't want to. We didn't want to spoil. We didn't want to bring you out before it was time, right? So all right. We were talking about fries. We were talking about our favorite fries. I made it a point to say that my favorite fries, number 1, was from McDonald's, and that's my favorite. Fast food fries. Fast food.
That's a good
Fast
take.
food
Well,
fries,
actually,
yeah.
I don't know what would be above it.
So what do you? I feel like you're a fry connoisseur.
I'm not a fry connoisseur.
You're
You're
a teenager. All teenagers are fry
say
connoisseurs.
number 1, yeah, McDonald's. Number 2, Chick-fil-A.
okay. Waffle fries.
Number 3, I don't know. Burger King?
See, I put Burger King in last just because it's there, but I don't like BK fries.
Really? And number 3 and 4 is tied between BK and Wendy's. I don't know.
Yeah, I like Wendy's more than BK.
Number 5, Popeyes. Yeah, that's it. That's my top 5.
I don't eat Popeyes enough to have an opinion on the fries. That's a good one.
Those
That's
are
a
my
good
top
one.
5
You know
fries.
what else I like? But see, okay, I like the fries at KFC, but at KFC they're potato wedges. So do they
I
count?
haven't had them.
Do they count as fries if they're a wedge?
Yeah. Actually, that reminds me, Taco Bell fries are also pretty good.
They're okay.
I'd say they're above Popeyes, yeah.
What are the Popeyes fries like? 'Cause I don't go to Popeyes often, so I don't know what they're.
Fries, I don't know what to
No,
say.
but like, are they curly fries or are they regular
they're
fries?
just regular fries.
Okay. 'Cause I have zero clue.
They're a tidbit seasoned, but not fully seasoned.
Like that Cajun season.
a
thingy?
little bit, yeah.
Smidgen.
A smidgen, a pigeon of that.
A smidgen of seasoning.
Just a little bit, just a little bit,
Ah,
but
lass.
just enough, just
We put
enough.
just a little bit there for the potato.
It's the perfect little.
I have no
right
say in
on
this
it.
conversation.
You do have a say. You're the one that got us started on this
Yeah, we're
conversation.
talking
'cause you
about
brought
your
up
Popeyes
yeah, I guess.
fries.
Right? You brought up the Popeyes
Yeah.
fries. Not only do you have
Fair.
a say in it, you started it.
Fair.
And I think the wedge, maybe not a fries, maybe it's the horse and pony of the potato when it comes to fries and
Horse
wedge.
fries.
Henceforth, we shall call it, anytime it's something like that, it's the horse and pony of X, Y, and Z. That's how we're going to refer to it moving forward.
Right.
Yes. So, any fun plans for
No.
the 4th of July?
0.
0? You're not going to like blow anything up?
I'd want to, but who's going to do that?
You can.
With what?
A
I don't have
lighter?
anything.
A lighter?
Yeah, but
Don't give him ideas.
Well, I'm just saying you can go get, fireworks. There's tents all up and down Coral Way, Bird Road, Sunset. I mean, have your dad take
No.
you, buy some fireworks, and blow shit up.
I guess.
No,
Yeah.
no sparklers, no nothing.
Nope.
But how will you celebrate America's birthday if you don't have things to blow up?
Doing American things. Just
Nothing more American than blowing stuff up in the middle of your street.
Nothing more American other than that than just sitting and watching TV and doing absolutely nothing.
That's fair, but you gotta make sure you're having some burgers and hot dogs while you do it.
Hot take.
You don't like hot dogs
I do not like hot dogs.
at all, or just or you can take it or leave it.
No, I do not like hot dogs.
So if you go to a barbecue and there's hot dogs, you won't have one.
No.
Oh, okay. I do not have such problems. Also, I eat almost everything.
I think hot dogs are gross.
I don't think about it too much.
It's more the sausage. I don't like the.
Okay, but you like sausage, not hot dog.
What do you mean?
Well, because the way that they make a sausage it's different than a hot dog.
Yeah, I don't like the hot dog sausage.
Okay, but there's hot dog, and then there's
Yes.
like an Italian sausage.
Yes.
Those are two different things. That's the
talking
horse.
about, like-
It's the horse and pony of.
Yes, I'm talking about the hot dog.
Okay, so you don't like hot dog,
No.
but you're okay with like an Italian sausage.
Yes.
Okay, got it. So if we put an Italian sausage in a bun, you're good.
I guess.
You know, it's the dog, it's the horse and pony of encased meats. Yes.
The beefs.
Yes.
I'm not a hot dog guy.
No.
I don't know anyone.
She'd rather just have like a double cheeseburger situation.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. What do you put on your burger?
Just cheese.
That's it, just cheese.
I'm a plain guy.
No mustard, no lettuce, no tomato, no nothing.
No.
No,
Unless it's Wendy's.
No, 1,000 pounds of onion like your father.
No. Unless it's Wendy's, I put ketchup and mayonnaise. That's it.
Why Wendy's?
Because my dad got me a burger from Wendy's once, and he forgot to remove the ketchup and mayonnaise, but I still ate it because I don't like onions.
Because you were hungry.
Yeah, and it was actually good, so I just continued getting it like that.
Cool. So you haven't tried like mayo ketchup on anything else?
No. Well, I have. I'm just not the biggest fan of it.
Oh, okay. That's
It's
interesting.
good on
that
Wendy's,
It's
though.
only on Wednesdays. Maybe it's because of the square patties.
Yeah. No.
Something about the edges.
No, I don't think it's the square patties.
It must be if it's the only one you do it on.
No, because obviously the burgers taste different.
Yeah, because it's the square patty.
I guess.
Don't look at me like I'm not making sense. I'm practically scientifical.
You know, you're Ishmael.
Yeah.
You're
That's never going to be scientifical.
You're Ishmael. I don't know what else to say. You're just Ishmael.
You know what? I'll take it. I can be my own adjective.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
Yeah. You're the perfect example of an Ishmael.
Of
an Ishmael.
if not me, who?
Ishmael.
There you go. All right. Well, I want to thank you for swinging by. We're going to go now and maybe get a burger. Definitely not get a hot dog.
No, I don't like hot dogs.
No hot dogs.
Do not.
But you know, let's not wait for another 250 years to pass by for you to swing by the show.
Okay. That's not.
Let's not, because by then we'll just. It's hard to do a podcast with two skeletons.
Or three.
Or three.
Or
That's true.
four.
It's even harder because Junior won't be here. So I mean, although I like to think Junior's a little immortal. I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Junior.
He's Junior.
Yeah, he's just.
He's
little-
Junior. That's it. There's no
He's a
better
little guy.
description. He's just Junior. Junior will live forever.
Yeah.
As it should be.
Eternal youth.
Eternal Junior.
Yes. Absolutely.
See, and that's
you are
why.
so welcome.
That's why. See, because he's made a deal with some deity with that voice. So yes, he'll be here forever.
Yeah.
All right, well, Tristan, thank you for swinging by, and go buy fireworks, blow some shit up for 4th of July.
I tried to, maybe. No, I won't try to. Just saying that.
Do it.